Hello, magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of Gangstar Magician Tarot. Rob, your host, the Gangstar Magician himself. I'm here to deliver you your message, okay? Because that's what I do. Rain, sleet, or snow, I will always bring you your message. Believe me when I tell you, okay? And yes, everybody in the club will continue to be saged, but not now, because I don't feel like keep doing that all the time. I don't want to do it all the time, okay? So I'm not going to, because I don't have to. All right, but you know what I will do, though? What I do have to do is grant your wish, okay? I will grant your wish, because that's what you want. You want the Two of Cups. I'm going to give it to you, all right? Trust me when I tell you. I am going to give it to you right after I take a sip of my solar plexus tea that I have here. Just give me a minute. I'll be right with you, okay? Please, relax. Okay, I'm back. All right. Yeah, Archangel Michael's here too. He said, yes, brother. He says, I am all the sage you need, brother. He says, I am smudging the shit out of people. Smudging you. Okay, because he's made a smudge. Whatever the fuck smudge is. So at the end of the day, I am going to open my heart to you. Because I welcome in any and all unconditional love. Okay, because you're the best. I like my pyrite too. I got this pyrite called Fool's Gold. It's good for the solar plexus. I guess I'm feeling it for the confidence level today. I guess I gotta get my confidence up today. I guess that's what that's telling me. Why I have solar plexus tea and pyrite next to me. What would make me do this? Okay, but I do have my trusty artillery here. Didn't see it in the picture for a second. Big piece, my skull crusher here. Okay, it's a skull crushing finale here. Skull crushing agate. Okay, and I got my red candle over here for my root chakra. Okay, that's what I do. I do things like this. Very ritualistic. Okay, people they laugh at me sometimes. They say you're crazy. You're nuts. You don't look like somebody who would do this stuff. What's going on with you? I said, listen, brother, you don't have to worry about what's going on with me. Worry about what's going on yourself. Then I gave an open hand smack, and I said, don't ever come around here. Kicked him in his ass and sent him on his way. Don't ask me questions like that no more. Don't tell me I'm this or that. I'll tell you what's what. Okay? So now, let's get a read. Let's see what we're working with. Let's see what we got. All right? So just know, like I always say, you are the Nine of Pentacles. You are almost there. You're almost there. You don't need anybody. You're a Queen of Pentacles. Okay? You're reaping the fruits of your labor here. All right, you live life on your terms. Okay, you don't have to answer to anybody. There you go. You don't have to answer to nobody. All right, because you have your Page of Cups, because you're getting creative opportunities because of whatever intuitive message you're getting. Okay, of course it's going to come your way. People, yeah, you bring value to the table. When people get intuitive messages that are correct and people see it, that intrigues them. Okay, first they're gonna try to make you doubt yourself. They're not gonna make you, and then eventually, when you don't doubt yourself, that's when they're gonna come and they're gonna want you to join. They want you to join them. Okay, so they're gonna tempt you with things. They're gonna tempt you with promises of lots of money. They're gonna tempt you with you could have this, that, set. It's all gonna come again. It's gonna be. You're gonna feel like you're almost like you're past that, but it's like you're not. You're not past that yet. Okay, because it's still gonna come. Okay, because you haven't hit the big time yet. Okay, once you hit the big time and the people they start throwing themselves at you, that's when you're gonna have to really think, what's worth it? Who's, you know what I mean? And you're gonna see who you really are at that time. Watch and see, but you're gonna take care of everything because you're a divine feminine collective. You do not put yourself around. You're very loyal. You don't play games with people, and you're gonna show divine masculine just how it is when you're in the spotlight, what it's like to be, okay, and how you're supposed to be, and how you carry yourself. See, the divine masculine, they don't know how to carry themselves. They want to go whore themselves out. They want to go do stuff, but we're not like that, okay? And that's unfortunate for them, okay? Because Nine of Wands, you're very brave, you're resilient, you're courageous, okay? It takes a lot of courage to be who you are being, okay? To not go with the crowd, to go against what's not popular. You know what I mean? A lot of times people just will go with what everybody else says. That's the way it goes. That's why on like a YouTube channel, for instance, people will be more likely to subscribe to a channel that has already 100,000 people compared to the person who's got 1,000. Because well, all these people are doing it, but It's like you don't even know what is quality, what you're doing. You're just doing it because everybody else is doing it. I mean, that's clearly what a lot of people do. It's, oh, well, you have to wear this, that, and other thing. This is what's cool. Okay. And then people just do it because, I don't know. I guess but they don't want to think for themselves. Okay. But the difference between you is you think for yourself. You don't give a fuck. You're authentic. You'll come however you want to come. You don't care what they say. You don't care what they do. Okay. You say, listen, brother, worry about yourself. You don't like what I'm doing? Go do your thing then. All right. Because we're going to do our thing here. You go do your thing. You don't like it? You know where the door is, brother. Okay, you don't have to be here if you don't like it. So we tell people, get the fuck out of here. We're not gonna beg you to stay. Because remember, I just said you're a Queen of Pentacles. You're just Nine of Pentacles. I mean, you don't need anybody. Like, you're showing this very clearly that you don't need anybody. This is really what you had to prove to people. You had to prove that you didn't need anybody. Okay, you had to prove your value. All right, I don't know why, but you did. Okay, but you're doing that. You're showing these people you never needed them in the first place. I don't know why these people with Two of Swords, they want to avoid whatever, what you really are. They wanted to just but they wanted you to count and see. Here it was. That's how they got your energy. It was almost like some kind of whatever syndrome. I don't know what it is. I forget what it's called, but it's like where the mother will, intentionally weaken the child so that the child will have to rely on them. So it's like there's something like this going on with because it would be like they're getting your energy. Like they don't want to see you do too good. Like they don't want to see you they don't want to see you terribly suffer, but they don't want to see you do too good. They want to keep you stuck. So you have to rely on them, but you're showing them, you don't rely on no motherfucker, okay? That's why, okay? Because Seven of Cups, because whatever illusions, confusion, fantasy that was presented, that is being dispelled, okay? And that cannot be avoided any longer, Two of Swords. Because you're a Queen of Pentacles. You don't need anybody. You're a Nine of Pentacles. You're almost there. Reaping the fruits of your labor. You got these creative opportunities, Page of Cups, coming because of your intuitive messages. Perhaps some new love. And that's all because of you remaining in this Nine of Wands energy, okay? Brave, courageous, resilient. You stood your ground. Nobody was going to come tell you what to do. They weren't going to come in here and say, hey, brother, listen, this is what you're going to start doing. You're no sheep, okay? And these people are not sheep herders, okay? So it doesn't make a difference what the fuck they say. You tell them, listen, you're the best. I swear. The way you handle people is great. I love it. I love it. It's amazing. It really does. It amazes me. It really does. You got to remember, I could get into these energies at any time. I know exactly what people are feeling, what they're thinking, what they're doing. I guess that's why people don't, they don't want me around sometimes. This guy knows too much. What's wrong with him? Get him out of here. We don't want him here. He's going to spoil our thing. That's what they say. I spoil the fun for the people because I see through the bullshit. So what they'll do is they'll come up with a nonsensical thing and make a story up. So, oh, yeah, he's just... But it's now to the point where it's like you can't even back it no more. You know what I mean? It's just, I could just laugh at you. That's the same thing you do. Just laugh it off. It's like, all right, yeah, okay, brother, whatever you say. All right, so let's get a overall energy here of the Divine Feminine Collective, okay? Let's do this, please, and thank you, God. I appreciate you. Everything. I'm very grateful for everything you've given me. I really am. And a lot of times people will say that, like, they're grateful, but they're really not. I'm telling you, I know people that do this. Oh, I'm so grateful. Like, you have no idea. See, the thing is, you have to really go through it to really appreciate it. See, all of us, we've all went through it one way or another, where we've been down, we've been out, and I could say, I'm not saying that this doesn't have to be, physically, it could be even just spiritually, like just depressed, and we've all been there, where we all been down, like we just didn't feel like anything mattered. It was just like, oh God, like you didn't want to die, but you weren't happy. You were just like, you were stuck, and that was all because of these motherfuckers pulling on your energy, knowing all these years, hoping you never figured it out, and then you figured it out. But listen, you still got a lot of time left, all right? Don't worry about it. Even if you're in your 60s, even if you're in your 70s, you still got 20, 30. You know what I'm saying? You still got time to enjoy this life now. You know what I'm saying? You're going to enjoy yourself. Especially if you're a little bit younger, 30, 40. You're really in a good spot right now, okay? Because you're looking good. Trust me when I tell you, okay? Because you remain in this Hermit energy. So, this is, revolving around you. You staying in Hermit energy was able to, take this introspection, this wisdom that you needed. You were able to, really put together a lot. You knew more about yourself, the spiritual wisdom, by being alone here. You were able to get the independence, the truth seeking, the inner guidance. You're able to meditate. Basically, you weren't being distracted. So you're able to find who you really are. Okay, because if you were around too many people, or you were doing something, or, because if you have to be in hermit energy, it doesn't mean just being alone. Hermit means like literally like being alone, but benefiting, like making yourself a better person, because a lot of people can't do this alone. This is the test too, okay? That's why I say you're a Queen of Pentacles, you're a Nine of Pentacles. You don't need anybody. That's the test, okay? Because a lot of people can't do this alone, okay? Weak feminine energies, like Queen of Wands reverses, Empress reverses, the High Priest reverses, they need somebody, okay? You never need it. Divine Feminine doesn't need anybody, okay? But the only way those weak feminine energies were able to stay in any type of power was by, making it like they needed a hero. Because we don't need no hero. We are the fucking hero, okay? That's what you tell them. And that's why you have this Ace of Cups coming, all right? Because remember, you're a Nine of Cups. Your wish come true. You are getting your wish come true, okay? And this Ace of Cups will get you there, okay? This is exactly what it comes down to, because this will create the Ten of Cups, and that's what foundation will be built, okay? And there you go. Ace of Cups is what you need. It's the missing piece, all right? Once you get that Ace of Cups, it will all fall into place from there. That's what they're trying to block, this Ace of Cups. But they're not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to. They thought they did, because you were in hermit. They thought they isolated you. But you let them think that. You let them think you were down. But you were secretly getting better and better, and they couldn't stop you because they didn't see what you were doing. Okay, now, remember how I said you're a Queen of Pentacles, okay? But you are now dealing with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, this is the person, perhaps, we'll find out, but I believe this may be who they said was going to replace you, who they, the matriarchs, they thought that they were going to tell your counterpart, oh, this is the one, this is the ideal spouse, blah, blah, blah. They're great, look at this, look at the pedigree, look at their family, blah, blah, blah. They probably had, it's just all set up to make you look bad, this whole thing. Like, this person had, on paper, probably looked more on paper, I'm saying, okay? I'm not even saying physically. I mean, no doubt about it, you're a sexy-ass Queen of Wands, so this person couldn't even compare to you in any way. So, but at the end of the day, this person especially couldn't compare to you as the ideal spouse, not just by the sex appeal you bring to the table, but by how loyal you are, how good a person. You showed, because listen, this was your counterpart's wish come true, was to have a person that could be their equal. They didn't want to have to be like this, take care of somebody. This is not what they wanted. But this person is being clearly shown that they can't take care of themselves. They said that you couldn't take care of yourself. And that's why your counterpart passed on you, because they didn't want somebody like that. Okay? And the fact is that was all designed and tricked by their people around them, so they could have the person, because they knew they couldn't control you. Okay? So they knew they were able to control. They brought this on, but this person was coached and everything. They come off like this. This is ridiculous. And once this person, they're being seen through about this too. Okay, they're gonna have to answer for this. Why did you take all these people? They don't know what to do. They're losing their mind. They can't avoid it anymore. You can't avoid it, because they stalk you. They watch you. They know what you're doing. Okay, they see what you say. They know what you're talking about. Okay, and they watch, and we're watching you back, and we're telling you it's over. It's over. It's over, brother. Five of Pentacles, that's where you're headed. All the way back down to hell to never be seen or heard from again. Okay? And you did it to yourself. We didn't do this to you. You should have been happy that we were around our counterpart, wanting to be with them, wanting to love them. Okay? Making them happy. You should have been happy for them. So we want to understand why were you not happy for them? Why did that upset you? That they were going to be loved because you don't know how to feel love? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? That's unfortunate for you. Okay, because now you're gonna have to be dealt with accordingly because of this. You can run to whoever the fuck you want to run to. We don't give a fuck. Okay? We don't. Because you could tell the King of Swords in reverse too. He could go fuck himself also. Okay, because that's another jerk off. This is the one. Okay, him, this piece of shit, King of Swords in reverse. Okay, they were the one who really is going to have to pay for this. Okay, and the reason why is because what they did was so malicious, so terrible. This person lacks empathy. They lack an empathy gene here. I'm telling you this. okay? And they even went and got their own Queen of Pentacles in reverse to replace you. They said you were nothing behind your back, over, because you looked at it, you knew, this is like maybe your counterpart's best friend or something, or a colleague, or something like this. Not someone, you would never date anybody like this. This is nobody you would ever date, ever, ever, never. This person's a disgusting human being. They're fraud. This person will present themselves as like a church leader, this all-star parent, you know what I mean? But come off warm and fuzzy. But at the end of the day, they're in the background doing fucking weird demonic stuff, doing sacrifices, okay? But at the end of the day, they tried to sacrifice the wrong one, because when you come up against the gangstar magician or my magical gangstars, you're going to have a serious problem, okay? You're going to get dealt with. See, here's the thing. They thought they were the magician. They thought they were a big shot. They had no idea what they were dealing with, because you never make this known. It ain't like you go running around, oh, I'm a magician. Well, now you do, but now I do, at least. I'm a gangster magician, for God's sake. But before, you weren't actually doing this, okay? So people didn't really know what you were all about. They didn't really know, okay? They didn't see you the way they see you now, okay? They seen you as somebody who could be manipulated. You were a dope. They thought you were just a Queen of Cups. That's really what it would come to. A stupid Queen of Cups who could be manipulated, okay? I mean, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands at best. That's what they thought. At best you were, okay? So, and they said that wasn't good enough. They told your counterpart, that's not good enough. You need this Queen of Pentacles, you know, whatever. Did the matter. At the end of the day, they blew it. And this King of Swords now, in reverse, has to answer for why did they recommend this? Why did they say the person who's the best, this great magician, this magical gangster was nothing, okay, and recommend this Queen of Pentacles in reverse? They want to know, okay? People want to know, especially your counterpart. They want to know, what was this all about, King? You're supposed to be my best friend, my colleague. Why did you do this? Oh, so you want to stay in control of me? Is that what it was? You didn't want me to see through your bullshit, because you knew that the collective divine feminine was going to see through you. You already knew this, right? You knew this. Okay, and now they cannot do this anymore, because you know why? Your counterpart is back, okay? King of Cups, brother. There you go. That makes me smile, okay? Because that knows that they're back to where they're supposed to be. This is their default. Just like I always say, this is their default. You are the Queen of Cups is your default. This is how you both were originally supposed to be. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. But then you had all this negative karmic energy get involved. This King of Swords in reverse. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That matriarch. All types of other jerk-offs that had to force you in the Hermit energy here. Okay, so you could become the best version of yourself. And, now you're this Empress, High Priestess, Magician, this amazing human being, okay? And then you got your King of Cups back, okay? This King of Cups wanted an equal. They wanted an equal. Now they have to catch up to you, okay? They have to catch up to you now, all right? And 5 of Wands. So whoever wants any rivalry or competition, conflict, this King of Swords in reverse, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, well, they got it. But they have it with themselves, not you. They're not. There's no rivalry here with you, okay? These people are like a minor league team. And you're like the LA Dodgers here, brother. Come on. You're not beating us. It's like, get out of here, kid. We'll let you play like a little game or something. It's like, all right, come on, we'll let you play. We'll play along, and then we just destroy you and get rid of you. Just get out of here. All right? Chase you. How dare you challenge us? Don't you know who we are, for God's sakes? You do. If you don't know, now you know. Then they definitely know you are the Gangstar Magician, the magical Gangstar, the 8th House Masters, okay? You are part of the baddest crew around, Archangel Michael said. You are part of the bad Earth Angels. We're the badass Earth Angels, okay? You know why we're the badass Earth Angels? Because you're the star of the show, okay? That's what people come to see. They come to see the badass. That is always the best, okay? Nobody wants to see the goody two-shoes. That's why we're making it cool. We're making good cool now, okay? Because that was bad. They tried to make being bad was cool. Now we're making good cool now, okay? Because we could do it. We have the formula to do this that they could never imagine. They could never put it together to be this, manage that light side and dark side perfectly. Nobody ever thought that was even possible. So it was one or the other, okay? It was black and white, okay? And there was never no gray area with this. But you're bringing the gray area to the table, okay? You're showing them, okay, whatever was stated in the past, it's all about attitude, okay? It's all about confidence. And that is what gets you to the next level. And that's why you're the star of the show. You have to believe. You have to believe. Whatever you believe is going to happen. Remember that, okay? 'Cause if you believe that you're not good enough and that you can't do something, what do you think is going to happen? But if you believe and say, I'm the best at this, even if you're not yet, I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best tarot reader on YouTube, okay? I'm going to become the best, okay? Because I believe that, okay? Because I see things, all right? I see what other people do. They don't have it. A lot of people do, but I'm not one to go critiquing people. I'm going by what I've seen in the past compared to what I do myself. And that's just me saying that. That's what I believe. Doesn't mean anybody else has to believe that, because it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks or says, okay? Because at the end of the day, what you believe is what happens. Now, I'm not saying be delusional. I'm not saying be delusional. You have to also be in tune with yourself. You also have to be, you're not going to say, oh, I'm the greatest, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's almost like how Muhammad Ali used to do it. Oh, I'm the great, but he knew what the fuck he was doing. You understand what I'm saying? That's what the wrestlers and like WWE, like they know what they're doing. It's a controlled confidence. So, you know what I mean? But you have to take it from the point to where it's like that, and then eventually things will become. If you really believe it, it'll happen. I'm telling you. Okay, so whatever Seven of Swords, whatever betrayals this King of Swords in reverse did to this King of Cups, it's being seen. Okay, whatever betrayals that you endured, it's being seen. This Queen of Pentacles is being seen as somebody who took money. They tried to steal your star energy. Okay, this forced you into Hermit energy. This is where you're able to get your knowledge. You were able to call your energy back, okay? And this is what blew everything off the lid. Now you are where you are right now. And now they're seeing you for who you are, this King of Cups. And they're saying, wow. But here's the thing. If this didn't all happen this way, then you wouldn't be the star right now. You wouldn't be. You had to go through this for this to happen, okay? You have to get that through your head. You had to go through this for this to happen. There's nothing that could have happened otherwise that was going to make it any better than it is for you right now. Okay, you have to look at it that way. Don't worry about what was done to you. No matter who did anything, who hurt you, I get it, okay? But it's done now. Okay, you're in a good spot. You're good. Things are good now. Looking back to the past is only going to keep the past there, okay? The longer you look back, the longer that you stay there. Okay, that's why you're just like, goodbye, I'm done. You see what you see right now, the light, you're there, the light's there, brother, it's right there, it's shining, you're just like, I'm almost there. You are. Don't stop now, don't look back. There's nothing to see, nothing to see here. Just your shit. I know people do like to come back, look at their shit too. You see that shit? Oh, that's a big shit there. Just drop that. Yeah, I know, but sometimes it's just like, nah, it's not. There's really nothing to see here. At the end, if you've seen one shit, you've seen them all, right? How much shit do you want to see here? 5 of Cups. Okay, that's why when you look back to shit, you become disappointed. You say, why did I look back to that shit? Should have just kept going forward. I'm stuck in my shit now. See, that's exactly why they had these terms. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stuck in your shit. It's like, who wants to be, I gotta take a shower to get clean. You know, it's just, I don't even want to think about this stuff. But it's like, this is what it is when you're looking back, okay? And you're like, no, I'm clean. I don't need this. No, I'm done. I feel good now. I feel like I released. That's why it's called release. You're releasing your bowels, okay? Because remember, 9 of Cups, your wish come true. You're going to get your wish come true, okay? You are this King of Cups wish come true. This is who's going to bring you this Ace of Cups, that missing piece, okay? This is all to the chagrin of this Queen of Pentacles in reverse and this King of Swords in reverse, okay? Because they're being seen through, and you're still in this Hermit energy. This King of Cups is trying to get to you, this Star Hermit, but they're still unable to, okay? And this could actually put them in regret. 5 of Cups, or this is this King of Swords in reverse, this Queen of Pentacles, because they're being seen through this. This King of Cups is back to their original form. That's more likely what it is, the 5 of Cups. If they're in the King of Cups energy right now, it means they're happy. They wouldn't be sad over here. And they wouldn't be, focused on their wish come true, which is you. They see that love is what it's all about. You love this King of Cups, though. You really do. I don't care what you said. I don't care what they did. You fucking love them. And it's the energy, remember. It doesn't always have to be the person. It's the energy, because that's what you are. High Priestess, Empress, Magician. Energy. That's not, other people embody these energies too. It's just a shared energy. That's why it's called the collective. Okay, we're divine feminine, a collective energy. We're just in different bodies, okay? But we all feel and think the same, okay? We all have the same type of ways about each other, all right? We're all very similar in our own ways. and different in our own ways. And that's what it is. This is why we've been dealing with these King of Swords reverse energies. Not just one person, this entire energy. And it goes through different people, okay? And it's always there to, it's like the whatever it is, the stick in your side or something. Like, it's always like the pain in your ass. Like, it's like the person who's like always trying to like stop you, because they know that you're a strong feminine energy. This person hates feminine energy. That's what it is, King of Swords in reverse. And then they'll use these other feminine energies that they can manipulate. They don't have any respect for this energy, okay? But they really hate you because they can't, they know that you would never look at them like you would look at this King of Cups. The way you admire this King of Cups angered this King of Swords in reverse, okay? And that's why they got this person, because then this King of Cups started to see your value and then really took a liking to you, okay? And then this person jumped right in and said, oh, you're nothing, went and did all this fucking thing, found bad information on you, okay? But remember, you're the one who brings the fun, because you are the sun. You are the superstar here. The superstar. That's exactly who you are. Exactly. Because you are who you say you are. Okay, remember that. And that is exactly what you are. A superstar. So have no fear. Whatever it is here. Something is here. I forget what the rest of it is. But just know, this King of Swords reverse. The end is here. This person's going to have a collapse. They feel like they're going to collapse one way or another. Okay, you know why they're going to collapse? Because you have this Ten of Cups here. You have your foundation's being built here on this Ten of Cups. You have this King of Cups. Okay, like I stated, it's going to bring you this Ace of Cups. You are a Nine of Cups. Your wish come true. And that is going to create this Ten of Cups. And that's all you need to create your Two of Cups, your Four of Cups, your Ten of Pentacles. It's all going to be built on this Ten of Cups. Because you're the star. And it's all because you went in this Hermit energy, okay? It's all because you were able to do that. Because now, look, I said, the Ten of Cups, you have the Ten of Pentacles now. Look at that. Ten of Cups creates abundance. I just say that all the time. And what are the odds? What are the odds? They just be in my hand at the same time. Maybe I am real. Maybe I am something else. Who knows? But yes, I believe so. Because I believe it. And I think you believe it. Because you're the best. And I believe we all believe in each other. We all know we're the best. Okay, that's why you have this Three of Wands in reverse, all right? So whoever this King of Swords in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, they were playing it small. They didn't plan this for it. They had a lack of planning, lack of foresight. Now there's unexpected delays to their goals, obstacles to their long-term goals, okay? Short-term and long-term. Now they're in regret, Five of Cups, because King of Cups sees you as a star of the show. They want to bring you this Ace of Cups. They see this Ten of Cups here, but you're still in this Hermit energy. And that's fine. Remain in that Hermit energy, okay? Because these two have to be cleared out. And this is that King of Cups responsibility, is to clear out this Queen of Pentacles in reverse and this King of Swords in reverse, okay? That's their responsibility. If they want to get to the star, they have to get rid of these two. And they will, okay? Why will they do that? Because you are Queen of Cups and they are King of Cups. And that is what your defaults are. And that's what you're returning to. I mean, I say this all the time. I don't say it for no reason, because you're the Queen of Cups, all right? You're very nurturing. This is where really, at the end of the day, this is all you wanted anyway. Okay, but you became so much more. But at the end of the day, you will always return to that. But you're going to be able to appreciate this now. Now you're really going to be able to appreciate it. Perhaps you wouldn't have been able to appreciate this as much before. You would have been easily more tempted at times. Okay, now you know, without a shadow of a doubt, that this King of Cups is everything you ever wanted. And this King of Cups knows that you're everything that they ever wanted. Why would you ever want to be with anybody else? Why? Okay, because of greed, Four of Pentacles, well, it ain't about money no more, okay? Anybody who picks money over love or feels that they're stuck somewhere because of money, then I have no respect for you, because that tells me that you're scared. You're a scaredy cat, okay? Because anybody who allows themselves to be manipulated to stay somewhere, that means that you're whoring yourself out. You have no respect for yourself, because you're going to allow yourself to be abused for money. What does that say about you? I'm just saying. I'm not saying, like, I'm not judging anybody, but my collective's not like that. We don't whore ourselves out. Okay? If we don't feel we like something, we don't like this. And that's why people hate us. Okay? That's why people hate you, because you're not going to sit there. You're not going to say, listen to whatever people say because of money. If you're somewhere and you don't like it, you see something that you don't like, you're going to point it out. You're not going to go along with it, okay? You're not going to look the other way. I'm not going to say you're a rat or anything, like, but if it's something that's going to affect people, you don't want nothing to do with it. And this is why the Chariot's here. That's why the movement's here. You're not going to, fuck people over, okay? That's like working at a job. All right, I'll give you an example. It would be like working at like a company, maybe a sales company or something, and you have to work on commission, and you have like a certain way to do things, but like it's encouraged to kind of like fast talk to people, get them into the contract, blah blah blah, and then not deliver on certain things. Like, and this happens at a lot of places. Like, there's been a lot of like people who do like solar and stuff, like they did that. So they'll just do all this stuff, make it, and then go bankrupt, and then the people are stuck with it. But they know what they're doing at that time. So, but then it would be like, if say you're that type of person who was like, I don't like that, I don't think that's right. I'm not, then people, get this fucking, get him out of here. Like, cause you have a conscience, you know what I mean? They don't want people with consciences there. Okay. They want people who are willing to screw over anybody, screw over old people, scam people. See, you won't do stuff like this. You're not willing to hurt people. See, these people, they don't give a fuck. They don't feel nothing. They don't feel empathy. You'll be like, well, wow, that person worked their whole life for that. Where am I? You'll be thinking it. That'll be bothering you. You'll be going to bed. You'll be having, like, see, these people, they forget about it. These are criminally minded people, okay? They'll also present themselves as, law-abiding citizens, but at the end of the day, they're the most criminally minded of all. They just make us become the crazy one. Oh, look, they're crazy. Look at them. Look what they're saying. Look at them. Look at the guys dealing cards out, talking about Queen of Cups and crazy, this guy. So, but the thing is, it doesn't make a difference what the fuck they say, because what they don't understand, they're going to think is crazy anyway. We don't understand your dopey ass either, so go fuck yourself, because we're the fool. We're pure and innocent. We don't pay attention to other people. We only pay attention to ourselves, okay? We only care about it. That's it, okay? We're not going to sit here. We're not giving our energy to nobody. Nobody's taking our energy anymore. Sealed off. Okay, the Queen of Swords sealed you off, okay? Because people are under judgment. This King of Swords in reverse are under judgment. Queen of Pentacles under judgment in reverse. King of Swords in reverse brought in a Queen of Pentacles, fed them a whole bunch of information about twin flames and soulmates, about you, to make it like they were going to be the real one. They thought they were going to take that energy and they were going to somehow siphon it, and they were going to get something out of this. This King of Swords. This person was actually put up to this by people. I think they were working for people. They may have even been involved with your family. This might have been a big fucking thing where they were brought in. Whatever. This person took money one way or another, and they fucking betrayed this King of Cups. Okay, this King of Cups knew this King of Swords for 30 years or so. Okay, this person was supposed to probably be their best friend. They probably grew up together, probably have business, whatever. They probably worked together. And this person didn't like the fact that you, the star of the show, was making this King of Cups the best version of themselves, and that this King of Cups would have outgrown this King of Swords in reverse, because this person was constantly projecting onto this person all these years while siphoning their energy. They didn't want them to know that, okay, because this person's a high-level demon. But now the Ten of Cups is here, okay, so the foundation is going to be built there. That's why judgment is here for this King of Swords in reverse. What else is going to happen, King of Swords in reverse? We saw through you. You can't beat us. You can't beat us. No matter who you put it through, it doesn't matter. We will always defeat you. You know you're done. It's over. The end is here for you. Judgment Day is here. Yes, it is. So we know this is what's Judgment Day is here for this King of Swords in reverse and this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. What's going to happen here for you and this King of Cups? We know you have this Ten of Cups. Okay, we know you're in this full energy, new beginnings here, new possibilities. You're coming off pure and innocent. Okay, but there's this Four of Pentacles. Somebody's, there's some scarcity tactics here. That's what I think they're trying to do to this King of Cups. They're trying to keep them stuck, because they're trying to say, well, if you leave, then you're going to lose all this, blah, blah, blah. And that's why this person, it's hard to make it say, but now they're choosing love, because they know that this Ten of Cups is going to create that Ten of Pentacles, that they're not losing anything at the end of the day, because whatever they're trying to get stuck with is they're going to lose anyway. So by just losing it now and then coming to you will create the abundance, because the abundance is clearly with you. Remember, they need your energy. You don't need their energy. Okay, because that's why you have this Ace of Pentacles here. That's why there's a financial opportunity coming your way. Okay, you earned this. It says, I just said, your abundance is with you, Ace of Pentacles. All right, and that's why with this Two of Pentacles, you adapted. You were flexible. You were able to balance. You were able to put things together. You didn't allow yourself to topple over. You really showed a lot of courage here. I'm very proud of you. I really am. Okay, and that's why this Knight of Pentacles, you're very hardworking. Okay, you're very productive. You kept a routine. You're efficient. You're responsible. Like I told you, how could you not be proud of somebody who stays in this Knight of Pentacles? And you've been in this Knight of Pentacles energy for quite a long time now. This isn't like something new to you. Okay, that's why this Knight of Pentacles got you this Ten of Pentacles. All right, so we're gonna end up where this. It's just telling you over and over. This Ten of Cups is going to equal this Ten of Pentacles. This Ten of Cups is going to. Ten of Cups creates abundance. It's here. The Ace of Pentacles is here. You're the Knight of Pentacles. You hard work. It's all to the chagrin of this King of Swords and this Queen of Pentacles reverse. It's all because you remain in Hermit energy. You remaining in Hermit energy shows everybody that you're the star of the show, especially this King of Cups. There's no question about that. Now, no question that the Ten of Cups creates Ten of Pentacles. No doubt about it, because you're showing people, because you're the fool and you're pure and innocent. People love it. They fucking love it, okay? Except these Queen of Pentacles are reversing. King of Swords are reverse characters. They don't love you. They think you're the worst. They don't like you at all. So, that was a good read. I like the way that feels, guys. I'm telling you, it feels good. It feels good. It's a good feeling when it feels good like that. That means I don't even want to clear this energy right now. I like it. It's chill. So let's see what we're gonna get out of this now. Let's get a confirmation, clarification of to what we're dealing with. Please and thank you, God. All right, so we have the confirmation, the clarification. Everybody here, you are the star of the show. I've been saying this how many times now? You are the star of the show. How many times does it keep coming up? You're the star of the show. Okay, because the star card advises you to rededicate yourself to your higher values, trust in the universe, and follow your intuition as you are guided by the stars to your true purpose and destiny. Okay, and that's all because you run on universal energy, brother. That's why you trust in the universe. Look at you. You're like, I trust you, universe. I love it. And they said, we love you too. Trust me, brother. It's all about believing. It's what you believe in is what's going to happen for you. You can believe whatever you want. See, these people want you to believe what they believe. So if you don't believe what they don't believe, then they're going to say you're wrong. They want to fight with you. This is how it's been for fucking ever now. If you don't believe what we believe, we're going to fight you. No, but we're at that point where it's like, we're going to believe whatever we want to believe. We don't give a fuck what you believe. And if you want to go do something, come do something. Now they can't do nothing. Because God's handling them. Because you're not fighting back. And that's how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to fight. Let God, that's just what they do. Archangel Michael and God do. It's their job. They handle that. They don't like, that's why when people interfere with their work, it's like anything. What about your work? If say you were doing something and you interfered with work. You're doing your job and then somebody comes and interferes with your job, you're going to be like, fuck out of here. That's what God does to us when we do stuff like that. It's like we're interfering, like we want to get revenge and do something. He's like, well, that's my job. Okay, and I know whatever, but we have a vengeful God. That's fine. As long as you don't fuck around. And that's fine. That's the way it's got to be. There's consequences for these actions. You know what I mean? Six of Wands. That's why you're being publicly recognized, because you didn't deserve whatever consequences you got. You were suffering consequences that you didn't even deserve. Okay, because the Six of Wands is a card of success, victory, achievement, and recognition. It represents the joy and satisfaction that comes from accomplishing a goal or milestone. And what you went through and just getting through and becoming the best version of yourself is the whole reason why you have this Four of Wands here. Remember, the Ten of Cups, that creates abundance, because the Four of Wands is a card of celebration, joy, harmony, relaxation. It represents the happiness and satisfaction that comes from achieving a goal or milestone. Just came pretty much almost the same exact thing as this Six of Wands, okay, with the Four of Wands, but except the Four of Wands is a happy home, okay? That's it's just, you're making it, oh, I love this reading. I love it. Okay, because Six of Swords, you're leaving behind whatever this bullshit is, okay? Because the Six of Swords is a card of transition, healing, and progress. It signifies moving away from difficulties and towards a more stable and peaceful future. I think that's exactly where you're headed. Wouldn't you concur with that, okay? And that is a shame for this King of Swords in reverse and this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now they're stuck. They're stuck because they don't know what to do, okay? Because they see, what can they say? You are already all these things. This King of Cups sees you this way. They did everything. You couldn't. You had to be seen as like a vagabond or sorts. You had to be seen as a hanger-on or a bum. That's what they wanted you to be. They thought that. They thought they were going to get you blackballed from your job. And no. You're protected, my friend. They couldn't even do anything. They tried to spy on you. They tried to send people into your jobs. Didn't affect you at all. You laughed. You laughed it off. They tried to come to your gym, perhaps. They were watched you. You just laughed it off. You said, listen, brother, you don't matter. You mean nothing to us. And they couldn't handle this. They couldn't handle the fact that they're nothing. You made them. You're nothing. We tell you. You're nothing. King of Swords reverse. You're nothing. It's over. They know it, and we know it too. They're going to take one little shot at you, though. They'll take one more. It's going to be the last one, though. And like I said, next thing they did, and I believe it's going to be this cold moon coming up. It's this cold full moon, I believe. They're going to take a chance. I think that they got you one time on this, and they think that that's the moon that they think that's your Achilles heel, I think. But that's not even true at all. Like, they think everything's your Achilles heel. That's what they keep telling themselves. But don't worry about it. You're already good. So let's get a confirmation here, clarification. We know we just started the show, that's for sure. Okay, but we know who's not the star of the show. Look at that. Star in reverse. The King of Swords in reverse, that is. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They're not the star of the show like you. That's what this King of Swords in reverse told this King of Cups. That this Queen of Pentacles is a star. That you are the star in reverse. Now they have to answer for this, okay? Because this King of Cups is bringing you this Ace of Cups, okay? Like I stated, you have this Ten of Cups here, all right? And that's what's going to create your abundance, all right? Because remember, the Ace of Cups is a new emotional beginning that brings love, joy, and abundance into your life. An overflowing cup that symbolizes the infinite potential and possibility of your emotions. That is exactly what's going to get you to the next level. That's exactly the only thing you're missing in your life, okay? That's it. All right, and you could say whatever, but you don't, like I said, you're a Queen of Pentacles. You don't need anybody, all right? This King of Cups knows this, but you will get to that point where you will return to your normal form, which is that Queen of Cups, all right? Because this Ace of Pentacles here is financial opportunity. But here's the thing, it's not you being this Queen of Cups and them being this King of Cups. This is also an Emperor, mind you, okay? Or they're going to be an Emperor because they know you're an Emperor. They have to catch up to you, all right? Because you could do everything. You could do everything. You're a High Priestess. You're a fool. You're the star of the show. You're a gangstar, brother. You know this. They wanted you not to know this. You're the best. I love you. I really do. So what's going to come of it for this star reverse character? Okay, it's all that's going to come with this person. Five of Wands, okay? They want the conflict with you because the Five of Wands is a card of conflict, arguments, competition, and tension. It represents the challenges and struggles that they face with others and within their self. Okay, they wanted to fight with you, but at the end of the day, all they have is strife and tension with themselves, okay? You showed them they mean nothing to you, okay? Page of Swords. And how did you show that? By your new ways of communicating. Your thirst for knowledge, okay? These people now they see you. You're visible, okay? Because remember, the Page of Swords is a card of new ideas, curiosity, and communication that signifies exploration, learning, and expression of your thoughts and opinions. And you're making your thoughts and opinions very, very known, okay? And people see it, and they're intrigued by it, okay? And that's why these people, they didn't want you to be seen, okay? You had to be coming off like a rambling nut. Like, you had to be like, carrying yourself like a fucking wackadoodle, okay? But no, you stayed in this full energy. I mean, they actually think this is crazy. They think this makes you crazy, but this is not at all make you crazy. This is the smartest energy around. Why is it a fool then? If it's a smart, you know what I mean? Because you don't have to worry about nothing. And it's universal energy. This person obviously knows something. Why else would they be in this energy? When you get to the full energy, it never gets old. Never have to worry again, okay? Because you know exactly what you're doing. Very hardworking fool too you are. You don't rest on your laurels, that's for sure. Like some of these clowns. So what else we got here? They got these star versus people that are in a lot of conflict over here. Perhaps it's King of Swords in reverse and it's Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, yes, they are lovers in reverse. There's no love here, okay? That's the thing that was missing. This is a King of Cups, first and foremost. Remember this. This person needs love. These people they've been doing the same thing to you. This person cannot wait to be in your arms, okay? Or you in their arms. It's just they cannot wait. They are so, like I'm telling you, like It's going to be soon. They're going to pop out of nowhere. They're going to jump out at you or something. Like, you're going to be sitting there, and all of a sudden this person's just going to, like, jump on your back or something. I don't know. I'm telling you, like, but it's not going to be like, you know, even if you were fighting with this person, you're just not going to even fight, though. You're just not even going to fight it. I think that's the only way they could do this. What else can they do? I see it now. I see it. It's nice, though. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But remember, you're a Nine of Pentacles, okay? Because you have the independence and the abundance to live your life on your terms, but don't neglect the other aspects of life. You're not, okay? And that's why this King of Cups, they were, okay? But now they don't want to, because the other aspects of life that they were ignoring were the cups, the stuff that really matters to them. Okay, and now they see that this Ten of Cups here is going to create the abundance that they already had anyway. So they could lose this, whatever they have, and they're going to recreate whatever they are. They're freeing themselves. Okay, that's just how these people, they were held by the security and these scarcity tactics. Okay, there you go. There's another one for you. Because remember, you are almost there. You are this Nine of Pentacles. Okay, I'll say it one more time. You have the independence and the abundance to live your life on your terms. But don't neglect the other aspects of life. Which you are not, okay, because you are reaping the fruits of your labor. There you go. That's a nice one. Nine of Pentacles. That's who you are. You will always be a Nine of Pentacles. You know what else you are? You're also this Nine of Cups. You're a wish come true. Nines are all about endings. Remember that, okay? It's all about endings because you must seek the experiences that make you happy. Enjoy art and culture. Show your charm and grace. Care about the other's feelings. I was like, I don't really know like that was written there, but whatever. At the end of the day, you are this wish come true. Perhaps a romantic invitation is on the way to you, which I believe, because you have a King of Cups here is looking at you. I see it right now. There's like their eyes are like or hearts right now. Like I can see the way they're looking at you. It's almost like you ever see the cartoon when they like see it, like the heart is like beating out of the chest and like the eyes are popping out of hearts. That's what I'm seeing right now with this King of Cups looking at you, because you're the star, Nine of Pentacles. So their wish come true. There's a Nine of Pentacles. You have this Ace of Pentacles here. Okay, so that's the Ten of Pentacles, and it's all because of this Ten of Cups. And this King of Cups bringing you this Ace of Cups. Oh my God, and you're staying in this night, and you're still staying in this Nine of Pentacles energy, okay? Even after receiving all this. That is the best part. That just shows that you just love what you do, okay? And this, you loving what you do, Nine of Swords, is really creating a lot of, you know, depression and anxiety over here for this King of Swords in reverse and this Queen of, because they cannot, they said you were nothing. Like, so what does this say about this person's, whatever, like, they could, I guess they got, like, what does this say about them? If they said that you were all these bad things and then people see you for all this, how did they, like, what did they say? I got to leave town. What did they can't look at them? They're like, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? The family, nobody wants to be around them. Nobody at work wants to be around them. Nobody. The family, they're all like, get away from us. We don't want you here. Their own ancestors, this person's not even protected anymore. Their ancestors are ashamed of them. It's fucking great. And you're just sitting here as like a Nine of Pentacles. Like, what do you want from me, brother? I'm just chilling. Okay, now this person, Six of Wands reverse. They're coming, like I said, they're coming off very unpopular. There's no recognition. They're being there's being seen for their treachery. Their ego's being destroyed. They're not being recognized the way they want to be recognized as King of Swords in reverse, as Queen of Pentacles reverse. They thought this Queen of Pentacles reverse thought they were going to get your destiny. They were going to be who you are, and this King of Swords was going to sit in the back like the secret person, okay? But no, you were just too ambitious. You were too action-oriented, Night Swords. They didn't know this about you, or they just didn't care, or they thought that you would just never recover. They hit you with something that they thought. They said, what can we do to Divine Feminine Collective that would hurt them so bad that we would never get up from, okay? They did that, okay? But that doesn't mean you won't get up from it, okay? Because you get up from everything. Because you didn't hear any bells, okay? You just keep getting back up. And they're just like, what the fuck do we have to do to this guy? So you're like the Undertaker. Okay, you're just going to keep getting up and getting up. You're not going to stay down. You're just like, they can't keep you down. Be bashing you with a fucking chair. Boom, boom. Just keep getting back up. Lock your hand in the casket. You're just coming at them. Come on. It's like they don't know. They can't. There's nothing you can do when you cannot do this. You can't hurt them no more. And plus God's now stepping in. Because it's enough's enough now. Okay, because this Page of Wands in reverse, because these people are coming off reckless. They're unfocused, impatient, irresponsible. I mean, anybody would attack a Queen of Cups like this. What's wrong with them? Okay, and that's why when you come up against a Queen of Cups and you attack them, you're going to get the Ten of Swords, because the end is here for this King of Swords. Because this person, they can't feel love. This person will collapse in front of people. I'm telling you right now, this person's not going to be able to handle this much longer. Their heart is not going to be able to handle this. Person's like a person who like over drinks, eats. This very indulgent person, like a fat jerk off, fat bowl jerk off or something. So just know this person's not. This is like. I mean, they don't even have to look like that, but I'm just saying this is what I see in my head, like some type of like fat, beady-eyed bastard with like a little bit of like a pointy nose. He's got like a little goatee, maybe like a monk's like, it's just like, I don't know, it's just funny, like a fat little bow tie or something, I don't know, whatever. But at the end of the day, who gives a fuck what these people look like? Because that, you know that they're just not an energy that you want to be around. All right, and the end is here. Ten of Swords. Yes, it is. The end is here. Okay, Three of Wands in reverse. I thought I saw this here. Was this here? Yeah, all right, so that confirms that. So these people, they had a lack of planning, lack of foresight. Okay, there's obstacles, there's disappointment, fear of the unknown, because the end is here. Okay, we're going to end it here because end result is always going to be you building your foundation on this Ten of Cups, okay, because the Ten of Cups creates abundance, okay, because remember, enjoy your happiness and satisfaction. You have achieved your wish and have everything you want. Don't forget to thank the divine for the blessing. Thank you, God. We really do appreciate it. Thank you, okay, because remember, you're at the point now where you earn this. All right, guys, I love you so much. Have a great day, and I will see you at 11 o'clock. All right, bye.